An angel from the Lord spoke to Philip. At noon, take the road that leads from Jerusalem to Gaza. This is a desert road. So he did. Meanwhile, an Ethiopian man was on his way home from Jerusalem where he had come to worship. He was a eunuch and an official responsible for the entire treasury of Candace. Candace is the title given to the Ethiopian queen. He was reading the prophet Isaiah while sitting in his carriage. The Spirit told Philip, approach this carriage and stay with it. So running up to the carriage, Philip heard the man reading the prophet Isaiah, and he asked, do you really understand what you're reading? The man replied, without someone to guide me, how could I? And then he invited Philip to climb up and sit with him. This was the passage of Scripture that he was reading. Like a sheep, he was led to the slaughter, and like a lamb before its shearer is silent, so he didn't open his mouth. In his humiliation, justice was taken away from him. Who can tell the story of his descendants, because his life was taken from the earth? The eunuch asked Philip, tell me about whom does the prophet say this? Is he talking about himself or someone else? So starting with that passage, Philip proclaimed the good news about Jesus to him. As they went down the road, they came to some water, and the eunuch said, look, water, what would keep me from being baptized? And he ordered that the carriage halt. And both Philip and the eunuch went down to the water where Philip baptized him. When they came up out of the water, the Lord's Spirit suddenly took Philip away. The eunuch never saw him again, but went on his way rejoicing. Would you pray with me?